Hello, guys. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing my NFL picks for week 9. It's an interesting week, lots of fun games, so let's get to it. So, for the first game, it's going to be the New York Giants versus the 49ers. 49ers have a lot of injuries on defense and in the on the team in general. I think Purdy's not back yet as well. The Giants have two major injuries that I know about, which is Scadaboo and Neighbors. And I don't know if that's gonna make them like go downhill from for what the rest of the season is gonna go for them. Uh, I really don't know. I feel like this one's gonna be like maybe a boring game because, but I'll go with the New York Giants for this game in specifically. The next game is the Tennessee Titans versus the Chargers. For this one, I think I'm gonna go with the Chargers. They got Joe Alt back, and Herbert was playing really well when he had his full healthy offensive line. Also, just the Titans seem like they need a lot of help in different areas. Cam Ward has had some flashes, but I feel like this is like a rebuild year for the Titans. They need more pieces to get the full potential out of Cam Ward. So I'm going with the Chargers on that one as well. For the Lions versus the Vikings, I'm going to go with the Lions. Honestly, I've heard some stuff about JJ McCarthy. Maybe the coach isn't completely convinced about him. That's why he was going with Carson Wentz. And I think Wentz got injured. He's going to have surgery on his shoulder. They have amazing weapons, but McCarthy is the one question mark that they have. So I'm going to go with the Lions on this one. I think they'll win pretty easily, in my opinion. Even though Flores is a good defensive coordinator and it's a division game, so that might even the odds a little bit, but I'm still going with the Lions. For the Patriots versus the Falcons, honestly, I don't know what to think about the Falcons. They've had a couple good games and a couple really bad games, so in this case, I'm going to go with the Patriots. I just think that they're going to. I don't know if Penix is back, and Kirk Cousins is pretty horrible. So I'm going to go with the Patriots on that one. Drake May is looking awesome. Booty and Diggs are looking amazing, and the defense for the Patriots looks awesome as well. So I'm going to go with the Patriots. For the Steelers versus the Colts, I think the Colts are going to win this one. The Steelers have looked good to okay on the offense, but the defense hasn't really gotten it going. So, and the Colts are firing on all cylinders. I'm really happy that the Colts are doing well because I picked the Colts to do well this season. So, yeah, I'll go with the Colts on that one as well. For the Texans versus the Broncos, they both have amazing defenses, and I think Bo Nix right now is a little bit better than CJ Stroud, so I'm gonna go with the Broncos, even though Bo has struggled a little bit as well. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the Broncos on that one, to be honest. For the Bengals versus the Bears, I don't really know what to think about this one. I know Caleb is struggling a little bit, and the Bengals lost last week as well to the Jets. I really don't know about this game, to be honest. But I'll go with the Bengals just to keep it, just because I want that division with the Bengals and the Steelers and the Ravens to keep itself interesting. So I'll go with the Bengals. Also, I hope they have a good enough record so when Joe Burrow comes back, he can still be in the playoffs. That would be cool. For the Packers versus the Panthers, I don't know if Bryce Young is coming back. I think he is, but still, I think the Packers are starting to get a little bit better. It took them a little time since they got Micah to really get going. But Jordan Love seems to be playing at a MVP level, and the Panthers are going to be okay this year, but I don't think they're going to be like amazing. So I'm going to go with the Packers on that one. For the LA Rams versus the Saints, it's the same kind of thing. The Saints have had played some good games in the beginning of the season, even though they were losing. And then they started making a bunch of mistakes like turnovers and penalties and fumbles and interceptions from Spencer Rattler. I think he got benched last week. And I think the Rams are starting to become to look like a real contender that everybody thinks that they are. So I think the Rams will win this game. For the Raiders versus the Jaguars have been a little bit better, but Trevor Lawrence hasn't looked that well, and I think um, Travis Hunter is injured, but the Raiders are horrible, so I really don't know who to pick. So I'm just gonna pick the Raiders just because I don't. They both looked very bad. No, never mind. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars on that one because I think the Raiders are just horrible. The Bills versus the Chiefs. It's very unfortunate the that this isn't the Sunday night game, but oh well, too bad, right? Well, this is kind of like a playoff game to be honest, guys, because Kansas City needs to win it because the Broncos and the Chargers are ahead of them, and if they lose and the Broncos or the Chargers win, it's going to be hard for the Chiefs to win the division. And the Bills need to win it because they've only beat bad teams this season. And Josh Allen, Mahomes owns him in the playoffs, and they need a good win just for I think moral for them, a moral victory for them, and a real victory. But I gotta be honest, guys, the Chiefs are looking like they are like uh, in a class of their own. Like they're like it's them and then everybody else in the NFL. So unfortunately, I hope the Bills win, but I'm gonna pick the Chiefs because they look too good right now. I'm going with the Chiefs. The Commanders versus the Seahawks. I'm gonna go with the. Oh, I don't know if Jayden Daniels is playing. I'm not sure. The Seahawks are pretty good on defense, and Sam Darnold is playing well. I saw that Njigba is on pace to get 2,000 yards, receiving yards. I'm not sure though. Um, I don't know who to pick for this game to be honest. I'll go with the Seahawks, I guess. Yeah, I think I'll go with the Seahawks. And the Cowboys versus the Cardinals. I'm going with the Cowboys. I think the Cardinals are pretty bad. And the Cowboys are bad as well on defense, but I think they're better than the Cardinals. And if they're not, I would expect like some trades or something to get the Cowboys going, but I don't think they will lose to the Cardinals, so I'm going with the Cowboys on that one. And yeah, so those are my picks for week 9 of the NFL, guys. You guys can go ahead and leave in the comments what are your picks or if you agree with mine. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.